Hi guys, welcome to another video. Yeah, got myself a new little project here. This is a actually I'm not really sure, I haven't checked the VIN number on it, but it's an imported car. So it's a Saab 9000 CSE. It's not in very good condition. That's why I paid so little for it. Yeah, CSE. It says it's an Aero when I look up the car on different websites, but it is a 227 horsepower thingy, and it definitely feels like a 227 horsepower car. I paid, I will say, a little bit too much for it, but I got a new boot lid for it, which was included in the price, and I got a new dashboard piece. And I got, what else? Yeah, new shocks in the rear. Because these, well, one of the shocks in the rear here are completely shot. Did a rear muffler delete on it because the original muffler was on its way off anyways, because the flange was rusted out. But the rest of the muffler is fine though. But only the flange was broken, so I can probably fix that if I wanted to. So I just welded on some 2.5 inch piping. I would like to go up to a little bigger. It's very ugly, but it definitely works. The problem is this car has been neglected for its, wait for this, 352,000 kilometers. Not really. Until the last service this car had a dealer was at 250,000 kilometers, or something like that. After that, it has approximately 100,000 kilometers that is not documented at all, and it really shows. And for starters, it has fiberglass body panels or fenders, because these are known to rot out, so these are fiberglass. I have no idea if those are original wheels, but they are Ronal wheels, which is a company that makes wheels for Saabs, and I really do like how they sit on the 9000. They're a bit too small. I would like them in 16 inches, not in 15. You can see how close they are also to the rim here, so it's the brake calipers, so you couldn't put anything smaller on it exactly, but a little scuffed up here, seems like it's been crashed on something. This thing isn't fastened properly. The headlights are fine though, so everything is fine there. This also is fiberglass, both of them are replaced. Rusty wiper arms, both of them. It leaks water through the windshield when you wash it with the jet, so I believe it probably goes through there. But other than that, that's pretty much the only thing that's leaking on it. Some rust in the wheel arches, but that's not too bad actually. It's real nice to be a 9000 in Norway. I did some polishing on this panel here, and it actually turned out to be a better paint condition than I thought it would. Also did this door, but this door I didn't. I don't know if you can see the difference here, but it's a bit dirty now, but you know, that's how it is. A little scuffed up here. Seems like somebody's been drifting in the winter with this. The new boot lid comes with a spoiler that's a bit taller than this one, with it has well, open under it. Has a tow hitch, which is permanently now fused to the car because of the broken lock. Yeah, the downpipe on it is not loose, so it leaks a lot of exhaust. The remote will not unlock the car, so the central locking is not working. Never mind that turbo gauge there. Pop the hood here. And there is the B234R engine. And I know it's a B234R because that's a TD04 turbo on there, and since this is an Aero, it should be a TD04. I did read on it. It says TD04 HL15T on it, so it's definitely an original turbo. First mod I did, of course, was to open up the dump valve. This, which I noticed here the other day, should definitely be replaced though. It boosts nicely though, except that this thing right here, which is zip tied, this is not the only thing with zip tied on this car, does not handle boost very well. It can boost spike at some times, and hit boost cut or fuel cut or whatever that is, and that's 1.5 bar, I believe it is. But it pulls very well. See if we can move the downpipe here. Can't really move that, but here the nut is pretty okay. Looks like I can release that. Same with the other one there. But on the underside here, that thing is not very nice, so I have to do something about that. No idea if the radiator fan works, but the car hasn't overheated yet. So it had polyurethane bushings installed here, but for some reason this thing doesn't fit, so you can see it's squeezed in there. It was worse when I got the car. This was completely loose. So when you when you shift the gears and stuff, you can feel the whole engine shaking back and forth. So I tightened this down all the way as hard as I could, and it's way better now. It's actually pretty nice to drive. Definitely, actually, it's very nice to drive considering how it looks and how long it's been driving. I don't know if it had insulation in the hood, but I would wish it had, because this heats up really badly because these turbos doesn't have heat shields on them. So I would like to have a different, or I insulate the hood some. It makes it difficult to wash when the car is warm. Some really nice patch job here, as you can see. Someone just filled up the whole gap here with, oh my god, that's so bad. I'm gonna fix that. It has a Eber, or what it was called, engine heater something system, which connects to the water lines and the fuel line. It uses fuel to heat up water, and has a little exhaust pipe going down to a tiny muffler down there. So that's pretty cool. I have no idea if it works because I don't have the remote for it. Apparently they do have a remote. Cruise control on this works. Actually, it does work, and it's interesting because I'm using the 9.5 with the electronic throttle. This thing has fully mechanical throttle, and it's really weird to, you can rest your foot on the pedal and engage cruise control. You can feel the pedal going down to the floor when it's accelerating up hills and stuff. So that's pretty cool. Headlights height adjustment doesn't work. Parking light bulb for some reason has been removed on both sides. Washer fluid does work both on the rear and front windows, which is really nice. Gonna lube up those things because those look horrible. Well, these things actually look better than on my 9.5. So engine oil, when I did get the car, was actually pretty decent looking, but the has been neglected for a while, so the oil filter has started to rust. So there you go. So the oil filter on this is brand new. Oil is brand new. It needs a in the future it needs a new release bearing for the clutch. But yeah, definitely ugly hood. I'm gonna see if I can try to save some of it, just to try it myself, because this thing seems like somebody has done the job before, but you can see it's cracked up. I don't know, due to the heat probably. It's a little dented over the headlight here, so it's not completely straight. Yeah, you know, it's a fixer-upper. That's why I bought it. It's a fixer-upper. When I talk about the exhaust, the downpipe is loose, so it actually leaks exhaust gas. I believe it leaks from the flange right there, which definitely looks like it's leaking. You can see how low it hangs because of the loose downpipe, because it usually has a bolt holding it up. But under the car though, when I look under this, I had this on the lift though, and it's actually very nice under. It's not rusty. I don't know if that's a common thing with the 9000, that the undercarriage rust. What I want to say was that the undercarriage rust is minimal. I don't know if that's original or normal with Saab or 9000s. Definitely not normal with 9.5 though. Sitting in the car does not feel, when you sit in it, like it's done 353,000 kilometers, but it definitely looks like it. Look at this, oh my god. And someone before me has gone ahead, removed the check engine light bulb and the ABS light bulb. Well, I definitely found out why they removed the ABS light bulb, because one of the ABS rings in the rear are completely rotted out, and one of the ABS sensors on the front are completely missing and chopped off. Or it's there, but the cable is chopped off. I don't know why we do that. On this car, to start it, you have to press the unlock button in order to get it started, otherwise it won't start. So you can hear the exhaust there. Brake does absolutely nothing, but the rear brakes works. So it definitely just needs an adjustment. Climate control does work at some times. Well, I will say it's empty of gas, so that doesn't work. You know, I love these seats though. Look at that, airplane in seats. Love that they still have this thing, like I have the 9.5. Same airbag setup like 9.5 because this is a 98 model, so it has the later model looking airbags. Sounds rowdy. So yeah, electric windows, all of them does work auto down, but this thing has to help up because I believe some of the support for the window has broken, so the window goes up like this. So yeah, but other than that, it drives nice, apart from the release bearing and somewhat worn engine mounts. Clutch do grip really high up, so it definitely seems like someone has replaced the clutch on this without really replacing the release bearing. So yeah, that's my new project. I'm gonna see what I can do with a tune on this thing. T5 cars are very tunable and very easy to tune, and there are a lot of aftermarket for these cars. For example, these engines are used in like Opels and stuff like that, so, or people like to use them in Opels. So yeah, I like it, and since the car is so light, it does really accelerate really nicely. Someone has also removed the bulb for this display, but it does work. I have checked with the flashlight, it does actually show something, but down there were supposed to be a check engine light, I believe, and the ABS lights, probably. Well, they're not there. I can see that. Oh yeah, I can see something there. That's the washer fluid something, I don't know. Yeah, I can see the display there. If I press the info button here, yeah. I don't know what these different numbers means, but yeah. Anyways, that's the new project. Stay tuned for more stuff on this thing. It's definitely a fixer-upper though. That's the point of it. It's an old Saab. I always wanted an older Saab, so here we go. And also, yes, it does have more cup holders than the 9.5. It's already an upgrade. It's not really an upgrade. It's a different car. And now, no, don't worry. The 9.5 is still keeping that. So yeah, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more Saab 9000 content.